Hello, everyone. My name is Lola and welcome to Lola's Voice. Thank you for sticking with me and thank you for coming back to watch me. On today's episode, I have a guest. I have one of the biggest realtor in DMV, Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland, everybody that lives here know Eze. And, I'm very excited to have him on Seats with me today where we want to talk about everything real estate and particularly his personality and everything. I'm sure he can't remember, but the first time he ever spoke to me was when I moved to DMV, freshly, 2019. I was at the African store and, someone was just sharing flyer, telling me to come and buy a house and all of those things. And if you're very familiar with the world we live in right now, people want to know what you do before they even have a conversation with you, before they even market to you. They size you up, but this is not this person. This person doesn't care who you are, what your age is. It's going to come up to you, build that relationship with you, make you feel important technically. And I think we need more people like him in the world. And also, I've had instances where his influence, go past real estate. I was speaking to someone one day and they said, oh, you know what? When I wake up and I don't want to go to the gym and I check Instagram and I look at Eze's story, he's at the gym. This is someone that you probably don't know, but you're inspiring in, I was on your Instagram one day and one guy, I think he's a tech guy, he said he has your picture on his workspace. So he's not a realtor, but he just because of how hard you work. Maybe when he sees you and says, Eze is going hard, then he probably continue to go hard as well. So welcome to Lola's Voice. You can introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Eze. They call me the Easy Way.
Okay.
I'm a real estate agent in the DMV. And I can help you.
So thank you. So for you, because I want to get to know you, and like I said earlier, this is more than this is a conversation that goes beyond you being a realtor. It's more of your personality, it's more of your person. Like I said, people want to know who you are, what you do before they even talk to you, before they even size you up. I'm sure when that day you were talking to me, maybe I might not even have $100 in my account because I just graduated, I just moved to this place, and you didn't care, you were just telling me. So, and it just makes me feel like, so even if I ever need like a real estate today, I'm going to call someone that had that conversation with me when I was nothing, when I had nothing. Just for me, it feels like this person almost believed in me, you get what, and I know you might not see it that way, but me, I can think many funny things. So, what make you do, like, why, like, you sell real estate, clearly you want to talk to people that have money, right? They'll probably be, what they call target audience. But I think you don't have target audience. You just talk to anybody that you see. And, it's been working for you. You are one of the biggest real estate agents in DMV right now. So what makes you just, talk to people, and how has that like really helped you?
Well, because me personally, I believe in relationships.
Okay.
So that person I'm speaking to might not have the finances, but that person knows somebody else who knows somebody else. I could gain from that person can gain from me. It's all about just having those relationships with just a lot of people. And just by meeting you, for example, and you're doing one thing, I might know somebody else who might need help with that same thing you're doing, and I'll connect you together. And just like a whole network, I'm really big on networking, connecting everybody together. I think that's...
And that has been like working for you?
Yeah, that's my real strength.
Okay, that's good. Good to know. Yeah. And another thing I've noticed is that, so 2019, you were marketing to me, outside the grocery store.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, how long have you been selling houses for?
Real estate sales, probably about 4 or 5 years.
So technically that's like 2019, right?
Yeah, before COVID.
Okay, good. So this is a perfect example. I didn't even know that. But 2 weeks ago I was at the store and I still saw you sharing flyers.
Yeah.
Like you're a big man. We all know that, even though you try to disguise. So now, for me, I see consistency. I see, but and on the other hand, I'm tempted to say, you can hire somebody to do this for you. Why are you still sharing those flyers yourself? Why are you still doing some of these things yourself when you can hire somebody?
For multiple reasons. Like the main reason is connecting with the people. Because I'm a source of information. So while I'm there giving them my flyers, they're asking me questions. And by them asking me questions, sometimes they ask me difficult questions. So they're helping me get better. They ask me a difficult question, I contact the loan officer, or I contact somebody else that will know the answer to that question. So they're making me better, and I'm also a source of information. I'm part of the community, giving information. So some people come to that store just to see me. Say, hey, Easy, I have a guy, he lives in Nigeria, he wants to buy it. You know, like things like that. You know, I answer that information for him. So, you know, we're all kind of connected with each other and we're all learning from each other.
That's good. That's brilliant. I think that's smart though, because once people can put a face to the brand, then it kind of like, you know, go well. And I think my other question for you is, has it always been real estate? Have you done, you know, all the things, like have you always been a salesperson? I think I'm going to use that word because you seems to be very big on, like, you know how to market. You post 20 times. You know, okay, we're going to get to that post. Yeah, so has it always been real estate, and have you always had connections with like sales? Have you always been a salesperson technically?
Well, I used to be in the medical field.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be in the medical field.
What do you do?
Administrative work.
Like healthcare administrator?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So I used to be in the medical field, but I was investing a lot of my money in real estate. So I was buying property, rented it out. For like 2 decades, I've been doing that. Buying property, rented it out, buying property, rented it out. So I kind of fell into sales.
So you fell into it?
I fell into sales because I was buying so many properties that everybody in my circle knew that I owned all these properties and I rented it out. So anytime they had any question that was real estate related, they contacted me. Or if they were looking for a real estate agent, they contacted me. So what happened was somebody contacted me and wanted to make a purchase, right? Wanted to buy a home. $1 million transaction. It's $1 million. You know, so that's big, right? So I connect them to another real estate agent and I'm like, yo, take care of my guy, but take care of me after the transaction. You didn't take care of me.
Oh, no.
So that fueled, I was upset. I was upset, like, wow, you just did $1 million deal because I connected you. How, where's me? What, you didn't take care of me. So I contacted my other friend who was a real estate agent and I told him what happened. I was like, can you believe he did that? And that guy told me he's not supposed to. Legally, he's only supposed to give a referral fee to another real estate agent. Like he can't just give you money. He's not supposed to give you money. Like it's against the law. He can lose his license. Then the guy, a friend of mine, told me, but if you get your own real estate license, you could have gotten 25% of that deal. So you wouldn't have done any work, and you get $7,500 just for an introduction. So I was like, wow, seriously? $7,500 just to introduce 2 people together? Yeah, that's how I got my license.
Oh, that's a beautiful story. So I see like your story came from still networking.
Yeah, still networking. Yeah,
so that's the background of you becoming a real estate.
Yeah, so that's how I fell into real estate.
Oh, that's a beautiful story.
Yeah, interesting. Beautiful story. I call that guy multiple times a year to thank him. I call him on his birthday every year, and multiple times because if he had given me something,
then you would just be like, oh, this cool money.
Yeah, and I'll never become a real estate agent. So God used him
to teach you.
To change the direction of my life, yeah. So that's how
that's a good way to think about it, because I knew at the beginning you probably feel cheated. Like,
I was mad.
That's my bread. How can I give you bread and you're not?
Because first of all, I'm thinking I thought he made more than he made. I'm thinking he made like 100,000. Because you don't know what real estate agents really make, I was like, he sold $1 million house. He probably made 100,000. Drop something for me. That's what I'm thinking. But, he didn't make that much. But still, I still felt I deserved money. But, God was using him.
To tell you something. And that's a good way to think. So you have to, it's still bound down to like paying attention to details.
Yeah.
Knowing when you're being taught something, because another person would have not taken the redirection. There are times where we have to redirect our path, but we just don't pay attention enough. We're still hammering on that door. Call my breath for me. Meanwhile, you can have a whole tape. Exactly. That was exactly what you did for yourself. And that's a very inspiring story. I really like that story. I know you have a goal, right?
Yeah,
to put 300 people.
300.
What's that? What's it?
300. 1 million families in 1 million homes.
So how many are you on now?
I'm leveling up to 0.5.
No, what's the percentage? Have you put like 100 family in 1 million in 100 homes? I've
done 100 families. I've definitely done 100 families.
What have you done? Do you have an aggregate?
I don't want to say the exact figure, but I'm not close to 1 million families.
Okay, well you get there.
Yeah, it's a big goal. So the thing about big goals is like big goals change you and make you do big things. So it pushes me to the next level. So that's why I do things that to the average real estate agent, like, what does this guy do?
Exactly. So I come back to that. Like you work every day. I saw you in the store on a Sunday. I see you're doing everything. So do you rest? Like, do you ever take a break? Do you have days off?
No days off for me.
What do you mean by that?
No, I mean, my goal is to put 1 million families in 1 million homes, and I'm really big on consistency and routine. So I do the same thing every day. I get good rest, I sleep, but I still have my routine. Wake up, go to the gym, post, prospect, contact, make phone call. I have a whole routine.
Okay, and your routine. I think that's a big thing. Once you have a routine and your routine is balanced, you are able to, and you still socialize. I don't have events. Yeah, exactly. So you still have events. You still go to events. So there's a balance.
So you kind of mix it in with the business.
Oh, okay. So it's important. And another thing I've noticed is that your influence has gone beyond real estate. Like, Nigerian Commission, blah, 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 different events in DC. How did that happen? How did you get to that level of influence?
Like I told you about the relationships. So I'm outside the store and I'm meeting all these different people. And the thing about the store is like everybody comes to the store, rich, poor, political people, surgeons, bricklayer, like everybody in every field. And they see me every day and we're having real conversations. It's not always about real estate, it's about regular stuff. What happened? And you build these relationships with these people. Then, they see something in you because they're looking at you like, this guy is here every day. Like, what kind of human being is this? Like, he's committed to what he's doing.
Exactly. The consistency.
Yeah, the consistency. So they now see, you kind of connect with everybody.
That's good to know. I just wanted to get to know you.
I
wanted other people to know you as well. Just know your story. I'm very big on like the why. I'm big on the process. And I've gotten your why, how you got into real estate, which I think is a very interesting story. The process, your routine, and everything. So I have another question. Some people might be, might see you and say, "Oh, this is a guy. He's just busy. He sells house every day." Do you think? Well, let me go talk to like another small person that is just starting, just to help them, just to encourage them. Eze is going to be fine. He has a lot of clients, So I want you to talk more like your capacity, your capability, and, for anybody that is having, a thought like that, what would you say to them?
The level of commitment I have towards putting families and homes and the network. So first of all, like I'm there every day. You see me working every day. So I'm committed to this putting you in a home. It's different from somebody who's doing it 20 hours a week. Then also have a network of everybody. So any concern you could have, I have credit problems, I have a guy for that. Oh man, I don't know, I need a loan, I don't have money for down payment. So any question you could possibly have,
you have the resources.
I have the resources around me. Plus I have the experience. Last year alone, I did about over like 100 transactions. So that's a lot of deals doing over and over again. So that's experience that I'll have not knocking anybody who just started a business, but they haven't made enough mistakes. Because you need to make mistakes to grow.
That's true.
So I've made a lot of mistakes, I've learned, and I've built network with people. So that's the advantage of using my service, is that I'm committed, and that's why it's called the easy way out. I'll take you through this smooth way. So any obstacle you have, I've already been there before, and I'll show you how to get around.
How to navigate the system and navigate the process. Okay. That's good. I'm trying to think.
I'm trying. Any question you like?
We know now. I'm going to dive into real estate a little bit. Not so much. It's been. I know realtors will always say buy. That's their standard. That's the standard answer. But last year, the interest rate and everything, even it's still high now technically.
Relatively, yeah.
What's it now?
About 6.75.
Okay, it's better than last year. Last year was like 8%. Okay, so it's coming back to, so there's a little bit of almost coming back to the norm. So I was going to ask about, what you think about, the interest rates, the buying process, as of last year, this year, it's still high, but, compared to what we had last year. So what would you say to people that are saying, should I buy, should I not buy,
The first question I always ask everybody that I meet, I get that question rather, often. The first thing I always ask them, do you own or do you rent? If they say, oh, I'm renting right now, then anything is better than renting. Because right now, you're getting zero. You're spending $2,000-$3,000 a month and it's disappearing. So even if you buy with the interest rate high, it's better than what you're doing right now. What you're doing is not good.
Your money.
You're burning your money. You're burning everything.
Okay.
So you buy now is high. Then eventually it's not going to be high forever. Eventually when the interest rate drops, you refinance. And it lowers your mortgage. That's what I usually tell them.
So I'm sure you've heard of the word house poor.
House poor,
yeah. So
the house rich. Is it house rich? No, I think it's house rich.
House poor. So what I mean by that is that realtors are saying, it doesn't matter even if your payment is $4,000 every month. They don't even want to know how much you are getting. But they don't care. Just buy the house and pay like $4,000 mortgage, $5,000 mortgage every month. And people are buying these houses and they can't do any other thing. So that's house poor, technically. Maybe you can't go on vacation like you used to go to. Yeah. So what are you going to say to that?
I mean, the conversations I usually have with my clients is like, can you afford it? First of all, the bank is not going to loan you money you can't afford to begin with. Because you're going to do a debt to income ratio to see if you can afford it or not. So I advise people cut your quote according to your size. And what I tend to see is a lot of people want to, be like the Joneses or, buy things they can't afford. But I advise them to go smaller or go in a different location. By the end of the day, it still ends up being the decision of the buyer. Because, if you know that $4K a month is a lot for you, you should just go get the house that's like $2,500. Yeah. But just anything just better than renting is what I say.
Okay. Thank you for that. %, of the time, you come out looking well put together. Winter, summer, fall. It's not easy to be on fleek every day. I'll tell you that. For people like us, we only do it once in a year or once in a month. But you're always coming out well put together, sharp and everything. Is that like an intentional thing, or what makes you do that?
Well, I've always been like this since I was raised in Lagos. You're from Lagos too, right?
Yeah,
I was raised in Lagos, so how Lagos is.
Package.
Like you have to package strong. You have to package strong. Then I now came to DC, and I started going to Howard University, and it's the similar. You have to dress nice, you have to present well. So I've kind of been raised, and it's good for the business too.
True.
Because I'm not too trendy. I'm still professional. Because people judge you based on what they see.
True.
So if I wear shorts,
This short bigger man.
They might not take it as seriously, and you just want to come off as a serious person, which I am, So,
okay, that's good. Yeah, thank you very much for coming on this show. It was nice knowing you. It was nice knowing your story.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice knowing your journey. Like, I really wanted to know how you got into real estate, your story, and it was very interesting for me. I've already learned something. I don't know if people watching have picked one or two things. So from you, I've seen that network is very, very key. Building relationship is key. Honing your business. I feel like you hone the easy way. Like, we don't even know any other stuff. We don't even know any other person. We just know you've embodied that brand. And, just owning your brand. And, you post 20 times a day on Instagram. Like, do you feel like, people, we post, but, we just like, you don't want to bother people. You don't want to, but consistently you're putting yourself in our face. Is that a strategy or?
There's a business strategy. Because if you look at all the great companies, right? Just
Fashion Nova, they send us something.
I don't know Fashion Nova.
Yeah, that's from a video perspective. Very bad our clothes and everything.
I think about like Apple, Coca-Cola, like McDonald's, they bombard us. Even in ways we don't even know. Like when I go watch a movie, like they have all the subliminal things all over the place. And these guys are already big, and they do spending this much time marketing to us. So me and you, we should be doing way. I feel I should be doing more than 20 posts a day. Really, I think I should be more like 100 posts a day.
We block you.
Exactly. Exactly. But and it's free.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest.
Think about it, it's free.
That's true. You're not paying for like marketing.
Mark Zuckerberg is not going to call me and say, my guy, man, you want to finish. It's not going to happen. So why not? And it's, I think it's informative stuff. It's original. It's new. I don't really post the same thing all the time. And I post a lot of educational videos and I show houses. Sometimes I show my lifestyle, like me being vegan, me exercising a lot.
Oh, you're vegan?
Yeah. I'm vegan for like,
So you don't eat tofu salad, you don't eat correct egusi?
I eat egusi, but that's the vegan version,
Okay.
I eat everything, but just vegan version.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not knocking anybody.
No, that's good. That's good. Thank you. I've learned, from just sitting down on the 20 minutes, your story, your dedication to your craft. I think that's the biggest thing. Consistency. I think for anything in life, you just have to be consistent. And it's hard, to be honest. Even me that I'm talking, I haven't done any episodes in like 6 months. So consistency, routine, and I believe so much in establishing a routine. It just help you find that balance, to keep you in check, where you're able to like check, and your body's just and you can still give room for flexibility even though you have established your routine. Just your story for networking, building relationships. God is not going to send an helper from heaven or something. Someone is going to send out a letter. Someone is going to recommend you. Someone's going to say, "Do you know Eze?" And just your story, I just want to acknowledge you, your person, your personality, and just to let you know you are appreciated within the community, you value, and how you inspiring people outside of real estate. I just gave you 2 instances. I'm sure you might not even know them.
Yeah.
I was just somewhere and they were having a conversation. I say, I go to the gym every day because of Eze? I'm like, okay, that's something for someone to do that. It's not easy to go to the gym every day. It's not easy to be dedicated to wanting to be fit, and another person saying on my work desk, I have Eze, just to keep me inspired. For me, I feel like
that's the first time I heard that, but that's deep. That's deep, man.
It's funny, I saw it on your page. You were talking to someone and the guy made mention of that. You might not catch it, but I don't know. I caught it. I'm like, wow. So, just continue to being the better person that you are. We all admire and appreciate it. And thank you for, it was very easy to get to you. It was just a DM that I sent and said, I'll come. And thank you for doing this. Thank you for your time. I know you're a busy guy, so thank you for doing this with me. Thank you for coming to Lola's Voice.
Of course, I love it.
Thank you all for watching this episode. Let me know if you like it. Continue to like, continue to share. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't. Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you next time. The Last Voice.